School Essentials, Session 9. Further Adventures of the Thunderous Fury. So, Ginli, you and Percival, I believe, track down the missing short people, and you help the farmer, and I believe you fought some bandits.
Yeah, there were some bandits that were mysteriously dropping items off at our ship, and I forgot.
Yes.
I forgot the guy's name.
Lyle the Slip.
Yeah, Lyle the Slip. Yeah, he killed them. Killed the one instantly. Didn't even give him a chance to say anything. But we returned the stolen goods.
Mm-hmm.
And saved the town, saved the missing people from the lizard men and women.
Yeah, I think there was an explosive rock that was thrown down into a cave that collapsed it, and then you freed the halflings, and I believe freed a dire shrew.
That sounds right.
Well, he could ride it, I'm guessing. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be. I just realized that he was trying to tame a shrew.
Yes.
I dig it.
So
just rats? Are they just like giant rats? Is that what I'm looking at right now?
shrew kind of, yeah, it's like it's in that. I believe it's in that class.
Okay.
So as the town is assessing this threat, as they have sent in some of the security and local guards to go investigate in the tunnels, the lizard folkman dudes who have been plaguing this small town of mid-mountain. This town basically gives aid and comfort to anybody who's not in the Empire, who's not an ape. So that's why pirates come here. And it's far enough away that the ape empire really doesn't bother them. Another day has passed as the Thunderous Fury is still docked here, enjoying the R&R of this small town. When Ginli, you run into Kirk Crowbane, who has been on the ship. You may have missed him. He seems to hide in shadows, or he just happens to show up. Last time you heard, he was running. He had run off somewhere, but has made his way back to the ship somehow.
Oh. Hello, Ginli.
Kirk, where have you been?
Well, me and Poppy, we're in the forest. It's where the lights are out. It's less dangerous.
What was the name of your last character again? The one that you played last time?
Poppy Cole.
No, like the one that you played.
Before? Sylvester Chips.
Was Poppy the one that you played like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah. Oh, well,
okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while. Poppy died to the zombies, and no, actually, she died to one of the characters.
That sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, and then you guys found Kirk Crowbane in a hole in the next room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have you you're here. If it's safer in the forests, then why did you come out? Are you also looking for a good meal?
Well, I'm here now to be entertained.
Ginli looks around this town isn't much for entertainment.
Well,
It's kind of sleepy if you sleepy. There are some lizard men and a tiger still in a cave.
well, now I just feel stupid and contagious. All right, I'm gonna stop. Sorry.
You don't need to stop. That's fine.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, well, I'm here now, Ginli. So, what are we doing?
Well, there were some missing people, but we found them. Thanks to our crew. I don't know. Part of me feels like we should move on.
So, as you're saying that, there's a couple people that, on the deck of the ship moving around. It's an overcast day here. The wind is blowing. It's chilly, but for Ginli, it doesn't really affect him whatsoever. And coming from up below deck is a emaciated, gaunt-looking man who looks like death warmed over, but this would be the ghost priest, who is just known as Pujari, who joined the ship a couple months ago. He was on Thaddeus' ship, but there was something about some sort of card deal or some sort of trade or some bet that was lost, and Pujari has ended up with you. He takes out his bag as he looks at Ginli, and you realize when Ginli talks, Kirk, you notice there's like a blue light. It glows blue in his mouth.
Oh.
And Pujari looks at you and says, "Have you been gifted one of these?" And he reaches in and he pulls out like two crystals, and they glow. One glows violet, and the other glows like indigo. And he's like, "Have you been gifted one of these?"
Ooh, no, I have not. What do you think, Poppy? Should we take one? Yes, we shall. Violet, please.
And he closes his eyes and he hands you the violet crystal.
What is this, old man?
So what's Poppy's a cleric. Is it
Oh,
in the band? No, not Poppy, but Kurt's a cleric.
yeah.
He hands it to you, and as you're holding it, it sort of like vanishes into your hand. It looks like smoke.
Whoa. It's as if it's been drawn into my magnet tar pit trap.
And as you look at Kurt, you can see that his eyes now glow violet, and that his like the veins that run in his like on the back of his hand or like on his face now have like a violet. They look violet.
It's an improvement. It looks quite dashing.
Can I see it as well?
When you look, you look at your hand and it's like, oh wow.
Huh. Interesting. And inside your mouth, what isn't there? And I like go up really close to Ginli's mouth and look inside.
That is the gift I have received. It allows me to levitate. I wonder what boon is now flowing through your blood. And I wonder if it makes it sweeter. I mean, if it makes you sweeter than you have been.
This is an interesting one, Poppy, isn't it? Hmm. Well, Ginli, it's okay don't eat me, but you can eat fish. They don't have any feelings.
I've already visited the fishmonger today.
Was it not
I
enough?
actually, I went too late in the day. I will have to actually need to return in the morning. How far was from the last session, or like from the events? Where
It's been a full day. Did you take any
damage?
Did you take any damage?
I
don't think you guys did. I think I did actually roll like crap that entire session.
Yeah. So no. Yes, I actually need to go to the fishmongers tomorrow.
So as Pajari is looking at you, you see Lyle start coming from behind him, and Pujari puts the crystal away quickly into the bag and descends down into the hole of the ship. As Lyle's like, "Hey, what? That guy slips away every time. Does he give you the creeps like he gives me the creeps?"
Yes.
Great work.
I don't trust Lyle.
Yeah, I don't. That's what? You don't trust me?
Oh, I thought you said Lyle slunk into the ship. Sorry.
No, that was probably true. I can imagine Ginli saying that.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably wise. Great job we did solving the whole mystery with the missing halfling. We make it quite a team.
Yes. I'm just glad that we were able to find the rest of their stolen items from those bandits.
Yes, they were. Yep, those bandits. They were nothing but trouble. Kirk, where you been?
Yes,
down
that was
in a
also
hole.
A great help. I have been helping. I've been walking around, lighting my candles in a daze, and I'm not scared anymore.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm meeting up some guys who are, just got in late last night, talking with them. They got some cool wares like cloaks and boots, and I don't know. They claim they had some other cool items. I'm gonna go check it out. You want to come with me?
Tempting me with magic items? Of course. I would love to. I could use a new pair of boots. And he look down, and like a toe is sticking out of one of Jinli's boots. But since he doesn't have any feelings, it doesn't really faze him.
I think I could always go with a new look.
What is his current look?
His current look, he's wearing like a scarf, like a black and white scarf, and he's like wrapped it around himself. Mm-hmm. And he wears like just a raggedy cloak and like these old boots. Like he just came out of Hot Topic, but it was dragged along like the ground for like a year, and then he put it on.
I think a new look would be good. I think you should go for a new metal look. It'd be an improvement.
Yes, I think Poppy would appreciate that, wouldn't you, Poppy? Oh, nothing? Okay. Maybe later.
So Lyle's like, yeah, let me let's head over there. Make sure I want to make sure I get over there and get the stuff I want to get. I don't want to like miss out. I mean, there's nothing else to do. I mean, somebody just let somebody know where we're headed. I mean, we're not supposed to ship out for a couple days anyway. we'll be here a while. So
Look at this photograph.
oh boy.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So he takes you down. It's not very far. Walking along the docks, there are a couple fishing vessels that have docked, and maybe a merchant ship. And he takes you down to a ship, and there's an individual with a hat and cloak standing there. Sees you coming, and he hurriedly grabs walks over to a chest and kind of pushes it to the front of the boat so you can see it. He's like, "It's up here. Come on, have a look. See." And Lyle's
What
like,
is
"Yeah,
it?
I brought some friends."
What does this guy, this person look shifty?
Give me a wisdom check. So you want to roll under your wisdom score.
Definitely not.
Well, I mean, he looks pretty legit. He's a legit businessman, obviously. He's talking to Lyle.
Well, he does look legit. Can't argue with that. He's got all the licenses and paperwork and connections you need here. So Ginli would go up.
Yes, let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. And he daintily walks over. Crowbane walks over.
Yeah, he's got a treasure chest. It's not open. The lock looks rusty. This thing looks like it's been out at sea and weathered and worn, and it's got a hole in it. And, he's like, yeah. And he flips the lid open, and inside are just some mundane cloak and clothes with some boots and stuff. It doesn't look really anything that looks fancy. He's like, he pulls Lyle aside, and then you can see them talking. And the guy looks over and says, "Yeah, go ahead, take a look at what I've got. It's some good stuff in there. You just got to dig in there and find it."
How big is this chest?
I mean, it's like the size of a dresser drawer, pretty, but it's really deep.
Does it look like it's so heavy that Ginli couldn't try to just dump it over?
What's your strength score?
11.
I wouldn't even let you. You don't even need to roll. Yeah, you could probably drop this thing over. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. And he tries to just push the chest over and to dump the contents out onto the floor.
Yep.
Rather than digging into this and.
So these clothes and boots and stuff, they look like just mundane stuff. Nothing looks really fancy in this. It's just a big pile of clothes. And Lyle's like, "Yeah, hey, all right, yeah, let's sit." And Lyle starts picking up the shirts and stuff, and he picks up something. He kind of looks at it and puts it up against Kurt. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know if that's you or not." He puts it down. He picks up another one.
Hey, wait, I've got a new complaint. What is this?
I'm just trying to figure out what your fashion sense is,
This looks like I've gone through a tube and ended up in your infection. This is disgusting. This isn't fancy clothes at all.
Well, I mean, but it's ironic, right? Don't you want to be ironic?
No, this looks like it's in fashion.
He pulls out like a cloak that's got some holes in it. See, it's got that worn look like you like.
Oh. Can you tell me the story behind this cloak? How did these holes come to be?
And Lyle flips it over. He's like, "Oh, it's got a blood stain too."
But how did that blood stain come to be? And I like poke my finger through one of the holes.
So, you're doing that, the guy who walks over and he reaches into his cloak and he has like a bottle and he uncorks it and this mist gas starts to come out. So everybody can give me save versus spells.
I gotta do my time. There we go.
D20. I got under. Is that bad?
Yeah, you got to get over.
Yeah, I'm under.
Damn, I should have used my good die. Which one's save versus spells? Sorry, I'm just trying to find it on the character sheet.
It should be the last one.
Oh, the S. Yeah, the S. Yeah, I missed. I didn't make it.
So you're smelling this stuff, Ginli, it has no effect on you. Kirk, you see, just closes his eyes, and he just falls over. And Lyle's like, "What the hell, man? What's the deal?" And as he's saying that, the guy reaches in and pulls out like some kind of club, and just clocks Lyle right in the head. And Lyle just gets hit, and he's just like, ugh, and he falls over and lands on Kirk.
Ginli's gonna pull his battle axe out and say, "Explain yourself, or die."
Okay, buddy. Okay, but first, I think I got some fresh meat downstairs if you want it. Fresh cut before you start hacking.
I'm looking at fresh meat right now.
Well, it's downstairs. I down below. I can get you some fresh stuff. You know.
Explain yourself. What would you have done with us had all of us succumbed to your gas?
Look, man, nothing. You obviously are a capable fighter. You might be worthy. You might be a worthy opponent in the arena. I don't know about your two friends though.
They didn't even have a fighting chance.
No, they didn't.
So tell me why I shouldn't just cut you down here.
Because I got a proposition.
I'm listening.
Okay. Well, I've come here to recruit some folks to go fight in our arena. Most of the time,
fight?
Well, there's an assortment of things. I mean, it really depends on what the arena master decides. And my group has sent me to find some people. So obviously you're probably pretty capable because this potion usually just knocks everybody out.
Yes. It's I'm different.
As he looks you over, I would say so. I don't think I've ever met anybody like you before.
Well, I would be okay with an arena, though I wish you could have just mentioned it.
Well, most people don't want to be bothered. Most people won't come as you are. We got to knock them in the head and bring them along.
That's fair. So how far away is the arena? Is it a sea journey?
Yeah, it's just a couple days. Well, don't worry, the Empire's not involved.
Well, that's good. I can't see them condoning such a thing, not at least without a good cut. So, what are the general rules for this arena?
Well, my particular group, we bring folks in, they fight publicly, and the arena master puts up somebody, and there are wagers made and money to be made.
Can one bet on themselves?
Well, most of the time, those who are in the arena usually come unwillingly, so you would just have to pretend as though you were a prisoner. But I'm sure you and I could strike some kind of deal. I could place bets in your favor.
When you say pretend to be a prisoner, what does that entail?
Well, obviously, we've never had this conversation. That'd be the first thing. Is that you were knocked out by the gas.
Perhaps I can. Well, I am no prisoner.
Yeah, but it's all pretend. So it's not real.
That's fair. The crux of it is I don't trust you. So a pretend prisoner situation could very well turn into a real one. If you have. So I need some assurances that you wouldn't, or that would. Some insurance that I could use to trust that you would stick to your word.
Okay. What would you propose that be?
We have 3 days. I'm sure we can come up with something by then.
All right. Well, let's get these two down below, and then we will be on our way.
Let's do it. And you said you had fresh meat?
Yep.
Please show me this direction.
So he takes you down below, and there are 3 cages set up. And one, he has a just dead chicken in. Like, you can smell the blood because he just killed it. Maybe like 10 minutes before you showed up.
Ginli is going to say, is that it?
Well, I can get you more where that came from.
Well, a couple more will do. And he just starts going and like just gnawing, like biting its head off, just really chewing on the brain.
He goes like into a back room, and you can hear a noise, and he comes out with 2 live ones and throws it in the cage, and then closes it.
Perfect. So I will, when the others wake, we'll figure out some sort of assurances and discuss what terms of our deal.
So he closes the door of the cage as you're eating the chickens, and he puts the other 2 in separate cages. You can hear something going on up top. Every once in a while, some looks like crew members of the ship come down, and they, pick up an item or 2, and the ship begins to shove off. About a day later, Kirk, you wake up, and you are in a cage.
Oh, gun, son of a gun. How did I get here?
You were knocked out by a fume.
Fume?
Yes.
So, and you're in here too. How long have you been awake?
Wait, we are in a cage?
Yeah, like there are cages set up for each of you.
Oh, I see. I don't think Ginli would have gone in a cage.
Because that's where he threw the dead chicken.
Oh, I guess I was imagining that he would like go in and pull it out.
Yeah, it was like big enough for you to walk in. It's like
Yeah.
the size that you would walk in. Why don't you give me a wisdom roll? Because you are you do like fresh meat.
Wisdom roll is that's a pass.
Okay, so yeah, you're smart enough not to go in, and you've just grabbed it. So it's open. So when the people do come down, they kind of like look at you, and they scurry back up top because they don't want to hang out down here.
So when Kirk Crowbane wakes up, Ginli is like outside his cage.
Oh, you're outside your cage. Okay. So you have imprisoned me?
No, it was the owner of this ship. Apparently, their thing is they collect prisoners for fighting in a tournament.
Oh, I'm not much of a fighter. And we're gonna fight? Us? You and me? I give up. I surrender. You can take me. Take me as you will.
You hear Lyle. He's like, "Oh my head! Oh my god! Oh, what the hell happened?"
Your friend as a
Whoa! No, he wasn't my friend. We just met.
your pal
Hmm.
knocked us out. Well,
Well, I
knocked you guys
remember
out.
him. He clubbed me with some kind of. So he hit me in the head. But how come you're on that side and I'm on this side? Why am I behind bars?
I was smart enough to not get in the cage. You two didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have a choice. I mean,
It could let you out.
Oh.
But
We
sounds
can?
like there's money to be made at this tournament.
well, there could be a lot of money on this ship right now. Maybe you let us out and we just take the ship.
Ooh.
Well, you have to figure out a way to see if you can steel yourselves against more of those gas potions. Because if they have another one, I'll knock you two out again.
Oh,
Gas potion
no.
didn't get me. It was that club that got me in the head.
No, that's right.
It was such a sweet sense for just a moment. I wish I could have it back. One step closer to oblivion. Stop it, Poppy. Get out of my head.
We're not letting him out. We can keep him. He can stay in the cage till we get this figured out. What do you think?
Come
What
on,
do you
just
think
a
is?
moment.
Oh, it's either everyone's out or no one's out.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can discriminate.
No crew member left behind.
We're not leaving him behind. We're going to keep there for safekeeping.
How thoughtful, Ginli. If when your cancer goes black, I shall eat it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we just leave him in there.
You know, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Yeah.
And
No.
like Ginli like looks up, but like when he thinks, his jaw kind of more goes slack, so he's like,
Does drool hang out?
And you see that blue glow come out of his mouth.
Whoa.
yeah.
And you see Lyle, he like reaches into his pocket and pulls out something. He's trying to pick the lock, and he's like, "Oh, damn!"
Ginli's gonna see if he can like. So are these like, what kind of locks are these? Are these like key locks? Are they like padlocks?
Key locks, yeah. They take a key. Yeah.
Do the bars look thin? Like, does it look like I in some way would be able to like strike it with my axe and bust the door?
Like brute force it.
Yeah.
It would probably take repeated hits. Probably one hit is probably not going to break that thing. It would probably take a couple hits.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's not like a specific lock picking skill, is there?
Thieves have open lock. As a skill, but like it's really hard at first level.
So yeah, I guess in that case, Ginli would just try to bust it down repeatedly.
So roll, give me an attack roll, and basically, I mean, you're trying to hit a lock, so.
That is a 7.
Okay, now roll damage.
Let's see. Bad Lex is the D8. 6.
Okay, you see some sparks as you whack on it. Lyle's like, yeah, you there you go, you got it.
I'll take another swing.
You're making a lot of noise, Ginli. I hope our captain does not come down.
All right, what was that?
That's a 2.
Okay, roll damage.
I don't know if you 5.
Okay. It's more of if you roll a critical. I mean, like you're trying to hit a lock and you're standing there, the lock's not moving, you know.
Yeah,
It sparks again. Lyle's like, yeah, you got this, man. You got it.
Shh. Crowbane.
And it's a 16 to hit for 5 more.
Yeah, you can like hear the mechanism, like kind of, there's some rattling or whatever, and Lyle's like shakes it a little bit. He's like, yep, I think 2 more hits, you're gonna get this thing.
Got a 2 to hit for 2 damage and a 6 to hit for 1 damage. Ooh, man, that was terrible.
You can take another swing if you want.
Uh, 12 to hit, 4 damage.
So at that point, you whack it, and it's shaking, and Lyle's like pushing against it. You hear the door at the top open, and you hear footsteps come, and it sounds like 2 people coming down.
Oh,
They're like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what the hell are you doing? It looks like one of the sailors, 2 of the sailors that are on the ship, or hired merchants, or whoever they are.
I tried to stop them, but I can't
does it
reach.
Look like?
It looks like to me like you're trying to break the lock on the damn cage, and you don't need to be doing that.
Yes, no need to do that.
Why
Yeah,
not?
they're supposed to stay in there. You know, captain's orders. They got to stay in there.
Well, I don't really care what your captain's orders are.
Look, man, he's hiring us, and I don't think he would appreciate you trying to, like, I don't know, break the locks on the cages that he's keeping. He didn't go into why you weren't in one, but he said don't ask questions, so we don't. So I'm not going to ask questions why you're not in a cage, and I'm not going to ask questions why they're in a cage. It's just the way it is. As he takes a step back.
It'd be best if you left now. I'm getting kind of hungry.
One of them looks at the other one. He's like, "You've seen the way he eats that chicken, don't you?" So, yeah. Let me give him a roll here. Both of them kind of look at each other and they're like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And they, watching you, they go back up the stairs and leave.
Oh, that was a close one, Ginli.
They failed their morale check. They don't get paid enough to fight some sort of chicken-eating zombie with a battle axe.
I would dare say probably not. It's not what they signed up for.
No. So yeah, if you want to continue whacking this thing, you can. You don't need to roll. Basically, I was just rolling a die, and it was getting easier each time for them to hear you. And it finally breaks, and Lyle pops out. He's like, good work, nice work there." Okay.
Thank you. Now we can get Kirk out and then.
Are you sure about? I mean, like, are we sure about that?
I'm not sure. I don't want
Look,
to get...
he's even unsure. We don't need indecisive. People are indecisive. That's what happens.
Would you rather?
I just don't want to get beaten and thrown back into this cage. Will you protect me, Ginli? From the man who sold, or who's going to sell us?
I shall try. Yeah, I shall try. You have my word.
Are you going to protect me too? I mean, how many people are you going to protect?
Oh no.
Did you say no? Uh-oh, Ginli's fading.
We're going to protect each other. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the lag is it's that daylight saving time lag.
Yep.
Let's see. All right. We're going to protect each other. That's how this works.
Yeah.
Plus, you saw the way that you killed that thieving bandit with a single stroke.
Well, I did what I had to do, you know. I mean,
I'd say you are skilled enough to be that you don't necessarily need protection.
I wouldn't go that far. All right, let me go ahead. And he walks over to Kurt's thing, and he pulls his little tool out and pops the lock. He almost looks surprised that it actually works.
Good work, Lyle.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I had it all the time. Nice. Okay, what's the plan, Ginli? I mean, wait a second. Why am I asking you? Well, you got the battle axe. Okay, right. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. What's the plan? Yeah.
So we have a couple options. We can go to the tournament, but to participate in the tournament, we have to masquerade as prisoners. Now, we need to get an assurance from the captain that he will hold up the word that it is a masquerade. I told him I would confer with you guys when you woke up as to what we could get from him or what we could ask or take from him that would be an assurance. So that as soon as we're in an area with more force or more forces, that he's not I can't think tonight. That he's not going to just turn his backstab us. Or we can, the three of us, raise this ship and see what we can find on it.
Yeah. Or we could do this. We could go up there and then take them as prisoners and put them in the tournament.
Oh, interesting. But how many people are up there? Did you take note of that, Ginli?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Let's see. I want to get under, so let me use the bad die. I failed. Okay. My intelligence is really low.
Somewhere between 2 and 15.
That's a big difference in numbers, Ginli. Oh, sorry. Is that what you say?
Yeah. I would pass it along, and I wasn't exactly paying attention. I was I was focused on the prospect of fresh meat.
Well, all I'm going to say, Ginli, is there's a lot of fresh meat up top. And you saw the way the two of them ran. So I'm sure you could take that ship. We got to take that one guy out because he probably is running the show. If we take him out, then we can be in charge, and then we just tell him what to do.
Oh. And they'll all just calmly walk down into the basement and hop into the cages? I don't think that's how it works.
We have to see what sort of... surely the captain has...
Ginli's at least going to have to eat one of them, and then they'll probably acquiesce after that.
And I'm sure the captain has he has to have a gold supply somewhere that he's using to pay for this. Somewhere on the ship. So we can, if we take that, then we'll have the funds to retain the mercenaries for as long as we need.
Or even better, he might be able to find his secret clothes stash where he's actually got all the good stuff.
Yes.
The
new metal
clothes stash.
Yes.
That's where he's hiding the new metal clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's this Nickelback closet.
Yeah, he's got to die now. He has got to die.
He's got, like, in the captain's quarters, you open up like the closet doors and you just see like a poorly made bust of Chad Kroger.
Nickelback shrine, you know.
Yes, I like that idea. We should give our friends a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah.
Rather.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No doubt. All right.
And if we manage to secure the ship, we'd be on our way for a fleet.
Ooh.
A fleet for what's the name of our pirate ship or
a Thunderous
Fury?
Yeah. We'd be well on our way for an armada of thundering furies.
What's the plan?
Well, you're good at being sneaky and shifty.
Yeah, I am.
I'd say see if you can sneak over um, to the captain's chambers and get a lay of the or like see if we let's try to see if we can capture and knock out one of the guards or one of the sailors, so we can disguise ourselves. At least you can disguise yourself and get a lay of the ship, so we can know where to go and what the layout looks like. Thinking we need to take the captain out. He's probably in the captain's quarters, but not necessarily.
Yeah, we do.
We could, but whatever it is, I don't think it should be overly hostile. Otherwise, it might provoke the entire ship to retaliate.
Okay. So down here, there's 3 cages with some random supplies and boxes and different things. Going through, you find rations and other mundane items. Some water. Stuff Ginli you don't need.
Yeah.
So Lyle goes up to the top, and peeks his head out, and he's gone. You can hear it slowly. The door to the he goes under just barely makes a noise, and he just slips away.
So I guess we wait, Ginli.
For the time being, there's a chance he's never coming back.
There's a chance he could betray us.
If it was in his benefit to do so, I'm sure he would. But I will remain. Well, I have little reason to trust him anyway, given the events that transpired yesterday. But he's our best bet at the moment, so we'll have to see what comes of it.
About an hour passes, and it's fairly dark down here. You just hear that door close, and Lyle, you catch him as he's on the last step. He comes back down. Okay, so the captain's quarters is upstairs. It's up on the top, on top side. He's got him. The door's locked. There's 6 of them that are working the ship, but a couple of them are taking naps right now.
Did you see the captain?
I didn't get a good look, but he's in his quarters.
What was it? The fellow that we were dealing with before?
Yeah, Reuben. That's him.
Reuben. Well, do you think it's a lock that you can pick? You seem to handle that cage very well, but...
Yeah, I did. Or you could just catch him when he comes out.
You could be waiting a while, Lyle. You didn't even see him leave his quarters.
Yeah, but it wasn't that long.
Oh.
Was there a place that we could hide? Near the door of his quarters?
I know I could. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yes, I am not the best at hiding.
Are there any barrels in this area, in the room?
Yes, if you need there to be barrels, there are barrels.
Maybe we can move a few of these barrels up top and hide in them or under them near the captain's.
Yeah, good idea. Hide in the barrels. How
They'll
are we gonna-
never suspect it.
No, but how are we gonna? Who are you gonna get? Like, what are you talking about? Like, put one of us in there and you push us up top or something?
Well, I think we'd all have to. I think it would be somewhat suspect. They would presumably know me, and we'd have to be stealthy about it.
Or just convince them to come down and pick up the barrels?
Yes, we could do that.
And C3 empty cages. Yes.
Well, I already think they know that that we're out. Probably.
We could just try to bust down the door.
We could just charge them. Yeah.
Yes. I like that plan. I will keep my distance, of course, but I like that plan. Seems very to the point.
Perhaps, well, it seems you can move pretty quietly. I just barely heard you, and I have, I guess I've become rather silent since I was enlightened.
That's what you call it.
So, as long as Kirk, you can be quiet. I think we should be able to get up without much of an issue.
Yes, that sounds good. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Lyle, you can see he takes out his dagger, and he just kind of, examines it, make sure he's got it ready. It's like, so what's the plan? We're just gonna pop the top open and just run for it. You can just charge for the door, and Kirk can create a distraction, and I'll just run and get him from behind.
Yes, I can cause a distraction easily.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
All right, Kirk, you go up first and cause the distraction.
Yes. And Kirk Crowbane like sort of just loudly like shoves the door open and yells out, he says, "I shall tell you a story of the Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I wandered weak and weary." And I just continue on and on.
So when you do that, it is night, and there are some lanterns on the ship. There are, as he said, 4 sailors. 2 look to be sleeping, and behind you, I don't know ship terms, forward, aft, whatever. The rear of the ship is like a cabin's quarters with a door, where, as Lyle had said, and the 4 of them just kind of look at you, the sailors, and they're like, "What the hell is this guy talking about?"
And I just continue doing this poem and like sort of walk out of view. So like if their eyes are on me, they won't be looking at the quarters.
Okay. Give me a charisma roll.
Right. Oh yeah, I should be able to do this. Roll under. Okay. Bang. Yeah, 10 under.
Yeah, you you managed to intrigue them. Enough that they are distracted, either the fact that you're out and doing this, or maybe the poem has gotten their attention.
And as you presumably see like Kirk like walking like assuming or looking up, and you'd see Kirk like had
Mhm.
like his voice going one direction.
Yep.
Also a possible new look. We Ginli and I would met and Lyle would go presumably just go up and as fast as they can to make sure that they remain unseen and are quiet.
All right, so two of them, two of them seem to lay eyes on you. However, you can see, so you see their eyes like dart over to you, and it's the same two guys who you threatened last time, and they're just like, okay, I didn't see that, you didn't see that, cool, yeah, what's this, keep talking, man, we like that.
Nice.
They failed their morale check again. So you have a clear path right to this door.
Yeah, we'll just barrel down on it. And Ginli would turn to Lyle. All right. Do your thing.
What's my thing?
Pick the lock.
So you can see Lyle
do the thing.
Lyle runs up there, like hiding behind, like he's darting behind the box, like a box, and then hiding behind like the mast, and then he's running and doing that whole thing. And then he gets up to the door, and you just see him messing with it, and he's like, and it seems like he's having a hard time unlocking this door.
Like Ginli would follow, and not be as like darting around things.
Right, and you're watching this and Kurt's giving his speech, and Lyle turns and he's trying to unlock it, and the door opens, and Ruben is standing there like without in like a nightshirt with no shoes. He's got like a torch in his hand. He's like, what's all the racket?
And Ginli's just gonna bull rush him.
Okay. So let's roll initiative. So D6.
Oh.
It's just one person.
Oh, good. You can do it.
Ginli automatically loses initiative.
That's correct.
Uh-oh.
So somebody can roll a D6 for Lyle if you want to do that.
I could do that. 3.
Okay, he has a -1, so it's a 2. Okay, here we go. Combat initiative. Let's see. Okay, so Ruben wins the initiative. And sees you running, and Lyle standing there. He steps back and closes the door, and he yells out, "Get them!"
And Kirk Crowbane tries to like yell over his commands, like with his poem. He's like, "Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating no longer."
Give me a charisma roll.
Yeah, I got under. I got an 11. Just
Okay.
under.
All right. I'm gonna make a couple rolls for these guys. Okay. So one of them is just enraptured with what you're saying. Like, you've got his direct focus. One of the guys who was not the two that you intimidated kind of like snaps to, like, what the hell is going on? And he reaches for it's not a dagger, it's got like a hook on it, almost like a
Sickle?
kind of like a sickle, but it's like a
Oh, a scimitar.
no, it's not a scimitar.
No?
It's a small little hooked dagger, and I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, he pulls that out, and he starts to run towards. Let's see, who do we have here? We got Ginli, Kirk. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He sees Lyle, and he starts running towards him. He will not get there this round. You guys are up.
Is the door locked?
You heard a distinct locking noise. Yes.
Ginli is going to, since he already alerted the crews, he's going to start trying to break down the door.
Okay.
Like a very shining moment.
Yes. It's a kukri. Kukri. That's what he uses. Yeah, that's very cool. Give me an attack roll on the door.
$17.
Roll damage.
1. Oh.
So this door's a lot sturdier than you had anticipated, but you whack at it. All right. Kurt, I'll let you go.
So I get to the end of my poem and I say, with such as name, nevermore. And then I start applauding myself. Thank you, me. Thank you. And then I say, I've got another one, but you'll have to follow me over here. And I start walking away and then start picking up my pace and then just start sprinting away from everyone. I'm not sure, like, where are they we're close to the rear of the boat, yeah?
You're like at the front, right?
Oh, I'm at the front, okay.
You're at the front of the boat. The middle has got that cargo hole where you came out of, and then in the rear is where Ginli's smashing on the door to try to get in.
I guess I would run to the cargo hold.
Okay, are you gonna go in?
Can I make it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go in,
yeah. I'll go into it, yeah.
Okay, so you go in. All right. So we got one guy on Lyle. He's running. Lyle runs over and the main mast of the ship. He starts to climb up it.
Nice.
Kurt.
So is there a way that I can hold my turn until I see someone run over me and I just try and drag him down into the cargo hold with me? Is that a thing I can do?
Well, it's kind of like a door that you open and go down. So,
oh, right.
So, I mean, if it's open,
yeah.
Siri is writing everything down. No, don't worry about opening a door. So, I mean, you could have opened it and ran down, so somebody could run by and come up and look down, and you could reach up and try to grab them or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So
I expected some people to
to follow you,
chase me, or follow me. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't rolled to see if they're going to do that or not. So
okay,
let's go do initiative roll for the bad guys. Okay. Let me check. You go ahead and give me a roll.
For what?
Roll a d6.
D6.
For initiative.
I got a 5.
Okay. You guys are up first.
Ginli is going to just continue to break the door down.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
Oof, that's a 4.
So you're as you're trying to hit this thing, you can hear a bunch of shit going on behind you. Lyle's climbing up the thing, and you're kind of distracted. And you put your axe right into the side. You miss the door and hit the outside of the cabin. Like, you just gonna hold your action until somebody runs by, Kirk?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 6. So 1. Okay. So one of them, so that one guy stops. He looks up and sees Lyle climbing up there, and another guy's running towards where Lyle is. And both of them have those kukri knives, kind of looking at him, and they're kind of looking over, and they see Ginli over there, like, hopefully somebody else will deal with him, because we really don't want to go or fight a zombie wielding undead dwarf with an axe. And then another guy comes running over, and he's got his weapon out. He's looking for where you went.
Cool. I just like grab him by whatever I can grab and just drag him down the stairs or wherever this is. Yeah.
So let's do. I'm going to give him a dex roll, and you roll strength.
Okay. I rolled the number. Like, if it's an ability check, I rolled equal to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
makes...
Oh yeah, that's a pass. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you grab his leg. But he doesn't fall over, but you've got a hold of him.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's like, what the? The
I
other
shall
guy
never let you go.
The other guy comes running over.
Uh-oh.
Give me a strength roll.
Okay. Yeah, and I got a 9. Yeah.
Okay, so he's pulling on this guy, and you're pulling on this guy, and this guy's getting pulled in both directions because he's trying to pull his buddy away. And the guy's yelling, "Get up, you idiots, get up!" Because there's 2 other guys that are sleeping. So the initiative would be Ginli.
Yeah.
But
he fails, yeah.
All right. Yeah, the two guys wake up like in confusion. So they're like, what the hell's going on? The one guy's like, go take care of him. And the guy runs over to you with his kukri and attempts to attack you.
You as in Ginli?
Ginli, yeah.
Okay.
I roll. Oh, that is probably going to be a hit. That is an 18.
Yep.
3 damage.
Oh.
He slashes at you with the kukri. Kukri.
All right. Yeah. That hurts.
Give me another strength roll.
All right, I'm on it. Bang. 3.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you're pulling against this guy. This guy's pulling this guy. He's like, what's going on?
I have the strength of 2 people. You cannot best me.
Let's see here. Oh, I need to check to see what these guys' AC is. So you see, next thing you know, Ginli, you see Lyle like slip down the pole and stab the one guy who's standing next to him. You guys are up.
Ginli is gonna turn to the guy who stabbed him, and take a swing at him. Ah, nice. That's probably a hit. That's an 18.
Yep.
And it's full damage, so 8.
You can describe how this guy dies.
So like he stabbed Ginli with his kukri, and it like stuck in him. And then like Ginli like he just turns around and like just like lays into him with his battle axe and like slices through his shoulder, and like not a clean slice all the way through, but it really just like is a forceful hit that kind of splits a little bit, and he just like keels over and is now bleeding, like blood's pooling and spreading around the deck of the ship.
All right.
And Ginli is very enticed by the fresh viscera, and cannot help himself. Just having a taste.
Okay.
So he goes for the sweetmeats and starts like picking at his brain.
Nice.
Hoping that would scare away any others that would like to try to come. It's like Moonflower all over again.
Yeah, it is like Moonflower all over again. All right. Let's see. Lyle went. Kurt, did you go?
Yeah, I'm still pulling on these guys.
Okay. All right, your initiative. Kurt or Lyle can go.
Go, Lyle. 3.
All right, so you split that guy apart and start chomping on him. So the one guy's on Lyle. He will attack him. That is definitely a hit, and he gets him good. You see Lyle get nailed, and he's just like, oh. And he just cuts him right across his chest. He's like bleeding, like the blood's like pooling all over his arm, and he's like, oh. All right, we're gonna roll to see 2, 3. So one is coming after Ginli, and the other one is coming after Kirk. So one runs up to Ginli as I did morale checks, but they don't seem to be bothered by the brain eating. At least they're pretending they're not. 11.
That misses.
That would have been 3 damage. So he just takes a quick swipe as you're chomping away, like, you know, maybe you put the axe up, like block it as you stuff in like brain matter in your mouth. And the other guy he runs over to the deck. He sees like this whole thing with these guys pulling on each other. He's like, what? He reaches down, he tries to stab you. 16.
Oh, just misses. Oof.
So he's like, you just move out of the way. Give me another strength roll.
Let's keep it up. Oh, got the number. This is
This is like
all day, baby.
this pulling. I mean, like now you got 3 guys over on you, and you guys are up.
Yeah, Ginli's gonna wipe the matter from his mouth and brandish his axe again and go after this one that just tried to so heinously hit 17.
Oh yeah,
Does 8 another 8 damage.
kill this one.
So this time he like parries, so he parries his hit and then like just beheads him with a wild swing. And it hits him so hard that it throws like the head like travels in the direction of the axe as well, because it kind of comes at an angle, so it kind of like throws it.
Yep.
Slams right into the captain's door.
There's a big blood splat right on it. Nice.
Ginli is able to he's able to control himself with this one.
He was satiated from the last one, probably.
Yeah.
All right, Kirk. Got 3 guys over here.
Yeah. Far out. I'm just holding them. Eventually, they're just gonna start stabbing me. I'm gonna die. Can I like just like so? I've been like grappling. Can I like throw one like behind me, like just down the stairs? Is that a thing I can do? Or how big is like the drop?
It's a pretty good drop. Like you could grab both hands and like try to pull one of the guys straight down.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Okay, they'll get an opposed check.
Yeah. I got an 11. Which is
is
a pass again. Yeah. Rolling these average numbers, but it's perfect for this game.
So yeah, they pass as well. So let me double check.
There's nothing. Probably nothing happens. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, basically they've been
passing as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy kind of slips a little, but the other guy's still grabbing him as you're like trying to, pull him down below.
Come on, we'll have a fun time down here.
Let's see. What's Lyle? Lyle's in rough shape. He's going to attack, and that is probably a miss. Lyle tries to stab him, but he's in too bad shape to do anything. And I will give this guy. That was really gruesome. So he tries to stab. So Lyle tries to stab the guy he's fighting with. He misses, and the one guy just kind of moves, and you catch a glimpse. He catches the head on the ground, the deck, and just kind of like drops the weapon and kind of looks and panics and just runs. And you hear him, and he jumps overboard. You can hear him go, and he literally just jumps right off the ship.
Oh boy.
All right. This guy is going to their turn. So there are now 3 over where Kirk is. One of them again will try to stab you. And that's a 6. So he's like, this is like some kind of comedy routine. He's like swiping at him, and you're pulling the guy's leg, and the other guy's pulling him. And,
yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's what do I do? I'm gonna give this guy. Okay, give me a dex roll.
Dex. All right. Might be time. Here we go. Oh, I went over. Oh, that's bad.
So you got a hold of one dude, and you're both pulling on him, and he, either he knew this or he just got tired, but he lets go.
Oh.
And you're pulling, and you pull him, and then you both go tumbling down the stairs. You take 1 damage as you and hit you crash down to the stairs. Okay, so you take 1. That guy will take takes 2 damage. You both crash to the ground. It is your initiative, so that'd probably be Kirk.
All right. And then I as this guy's like, we're falling into each other onto the ground. I look at him and I say, I speak into your eyes and you die alone. And then I pull out my pen and stab him in the face, or try to.
All right. Give me a initiative roll. See if you can stab him in the face.
I got a 4.
Oh, I got a roll. Ooh. You guys are up first, so you want to do that pen stabbing. You can do that right now. Give me an attack roll.
Yep, got a 18.
Okay.
I'm not sure what a pen damage is. Maybe like a 4, D4.
I would say a D2. So
D2. All right.
yeah.
I got a 1.
So just missing the eye. You catch him like with the side of the face, and it's like sticking in his face. He's like screams. He's like, ah!
Oh, this wasn't as poetic as I thought it'd be. Ew! And I just like let go.
Lyle, let's see. Lyle runs over and will try to get at this one guy who's standing there. I think that's pretty sure that's a miss. Yeah, he tries to go after him and misses. So Ginli, you're up.
Ginli is going to continue to now that he's no longer distracted by these fleshlings. He's going to continue breaking down the door.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
14.
All right. Roll damage.
7 damage.
So there's huge cracks in it. And you bust a piece out of it. Like you could stick your head in there if you want.
Ginli does that. And he says, here's Ginli.
It looks like a fairly nice cabin in here. And Reuben is all the way backed up into the corner. He is holding like a short sword. But he's all the way in the corner, like looking to defend himself. He looks a bit nervous. As I'm sure you said that, and there was like brain matter still hanging off your face. Let's see. Okay, so it's their go. The one will turn around and go after Lyle. That would have been the end of Lyle, but he misses him. see the one. There's one on the ground who tries to punch you.
Ginli or Kirk?
Tries to punch Kirk. So he doesn't have a way. He just like, what'd you do that for? He throws a punch. Oh, that was a pretty good punch. That's 19.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Let's see. What's a punch do? I think it's a D2.
Yeah, I feel like if a pen's a D2, then a punch also has to be a D2.
Yeah. Unarmed strike. Don't see. We're gonna go with D2. So it is 1 damage.
Oh, thank fuck. 50-50 chance of dying right there.
Whoa. Yeah, so the one guy dropped the other one. That guy tried to punch you.
Oh.
He looks at you, the guy standing there, he sees Lyle come after, like they swipe at Lyle, and then he pulls out his knife and goes after Lyle. And he misses him. So let's see. This is one's on. No, that's right, Kurt. And this one's on Lyle. And this other one's on Lyle. Okay. So initiative roll. I guess we don't need to roll it because
It's Ginli's turn.
it's Ginli's turn. So when you're laying there, Kurt, you can feel like that weird smoke, that weird crystal, that what was it, violet?
Violet.
Crystal,
Like that
yeah.
violet smoke kind of course through your veins or whatever, and you feel yourself you feel better. You gain 1 hit point back.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
It is regeneration.
Oh. Death shall not take me just yet.
As that one guy
Sorry, Poppy.
tries to stab you, well, tries to punch you.
Okay.
8.
Oh, miss.
No, he misses. As he sees the violet glow in your eyes, and he's like, going after Lyle. There's a 4. There it is. 15. They stab Lyle, and he's like, let me see here. So he stabs Lyle, and he turns and falls down through the hole that leads downstairs, and just climbs on the stairs and Kurt, 1 to 3. He lands on the other guy with a thud. The one guy standing there and sees Lyle. Well, no, he attacked him and missed. So they have all gone as the dude with the sword is just in the back of the room holding it, like bracing himself. So you guys are up.
Yeah, Ginli's just gonna continue going through the door.
Okay.
It's a 14
All right.
and a 7.
Yeah, so you smash the door. I mean, you could step right through it now.
So Ginli smashes through it, and he says, "Call off your men."
He's staring at you. Give me a charisma roll.
All right. Nice. I just made it. I rolled equal to the number.
Yeah, he drops the weapon. He's like, he just yells, "Everyone stop fighting. Stop.
Did this ship set sail from the dock? or are we still on?
No,
dock?
you're at sea.
We're at
Yeah,
sea.
it's been like a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. You're now our prisoner, and we'll like to enter you into the arena.
Ruben's like, what?
Yes. Did I stutter?
No.
We felt it was fit to. It was fit. It was a fitting reward that, or it was a fitting. It was fitting that you should, you and your crew, should be forced to take the same medicine that you would have had for others. So you can come quietly and I can escort you to your cage. Or we can do it the way you did it. And he lifts his battle axe.
Yeah, so he just kind of slowly walks out. The other two sailors reluctantly drop their weapon, and they don't even bother with the body that is laying on Lyle's body is laying on the other guy, and you realize he is dead. That Lyle's impact killed him.
Kirk. So did the people downstairs also drop their weapons and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, the two that were up top, like they dropped their weapons once he said stop fighting.
I say, just wait one moment. You still have something of mine, and I go to grab my pen, but I like scramble his brain.
Yeah, that one guy's laying there. He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I just rip my pen out.
Yeah.
And I say, well, thank you. Got some more ink, I guess.
All right. Do you escort them into their cages?
We'd escort the so we would escort them to the cages. We'd put the captain and the ex-captain, because we'd officially mutinied this ship.
Yep.
So the ex-captain into one cage, and then turn to the sailors and say, you can remain free. We still have to get this ship to its destination. And you can be paid, and you will continue to be paid as to the rate that the old captain here was paying you. Because I'm sure he's good for it.
Isn't that right, Ruben?
He doesn't say anything. He's just sitting in his little cage. Okay. So they're looking at your bloody axe, and then they're looking at Kurt's bloody pen, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, whatever you need us to do."
Well, we have a prisoner to enter the to deliver to the arena, so we should continue on course.
All right. Of course it is. What do you want to do about the dead?
I'll take care of them.
They don't say anything. They just head back up top and start doing their work. All right, let's take a break right there.
Okay, sure.
All right, so you've locked up Reuben, and the two remaining sailors have agreed to join your, at least help you guys.
And Lyle's dead, is he?
Yeah, he's dead. He didn't have a whole lot of hit points.
Yeah.
And your ability, Kirk,
yeah.
is regeneration.
Okay. So how does that work? Do I just get 1 hit point randomly?
You get, okay, that's how it works. You get
Okay.
1 hit point per round.
Oh, wow.
Severed limbs will also regrow. Fire or acid damage cannot be regenerated. And if you go to 0, it doesn't work.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So as
So
long as it's
I
not
don't
fire
keep
or
coming
acid
back.
and you've got 1 hit point, you can keep regenerating hit points.
Oh. Oh. Cool.
Nice. That's handy.
I'm
Especially
invulnerable.
like-
Yeah, this is great in a 2-player campaign. Actually, let's fight again.
Does that I didn't catch it. Was that each turn that you get to regen?
Each round, I get 1 hit point. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's legit.
That is so legit. I'm
You
so
just have
strong.
to. You just have to not
Run
get
away
hit.
from fire.
Run away from fire.
Yeah, you just have to not get a blow that's going to deal 3 damage to you.
Yeah. But I'll still regen. Like, I'll still come back. It's only acid and fire which don't regen.
Mm.
Yeah.
So basil and ethics are your two helpers here. Merchants, buccaneers. Like the joke, where are your buccaneers? Under your bucking hat.
I haven't heard that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I heard that many years ago. I thought it was funny. All right, so you guys are out at sea here on this ship. Anything you're gonna do?
Yeah, Ginli's gonna. So, presumably we're gonna take up residence in the captain's chamber, the captain's quarters.
Yep.
So, there's presumably 1 bed.
Yep.
Ginli would be okay with sharing if Kirk is.
I rather not.
Actually,
in case
wait.
you get like midnight snack.
Oh, that's right. Ginli doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, he'll be awake the whole time watching you.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that Ginli doesn't sleep. So he would just leave the bed for there.
And
But
not only that, Ginli will be levitating over.
But he'd bring the bring his meals into the quarters and begin chowing down. He rips off one of their shirts and kind of tucks it in. And since we got the use of probably some nice cutlery, he's going to get that and approach this more humanely than he did with the chickens.
Okay. All right. I presume you're going to search the the ship for different loot or whatever you can find.
Yeah, definitely like turn over the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
All right. So each you give me a D100 roll.
Right. Oh wow! I actually got a 1.
Nice.
Or not so nice.
Okay. 1 and what?
32.
Okay. Kurt, you find an ivory elephant statuette with emerald eyes. So it's not very big. It fits in the palm of your hand. Ginli finds a mirrored scroll case.
A nerd scroll case?
Mirrored.
Oh, mirrored. Ooh. Yeah. Sure we can find a pretty price for this next town.
Same with this. The eyes remind me of a once departed lover. And then I kiss the the statue of the elephant.
Okay. 2 more D100 rolls.
53.
22.
Okay, so Kurt, you find a feather. It is a orange feather that hangs in the air when released. So if you just let the feather go, it just floats in the air.
Whoa. If I attach it to my pen, does my pen float?
Yeah, I'll let you. Yes, your pen will float.
Yes. Now my poems will write themselves. And I like try and put the book up to it, and it's just like scribbling. Like
And Ginli finds a wineskin full of wine.
Nice.
Since really doesn't have any taste anymore. Well, I don't know if he has any taste anymore. But probably wine isn't...
He's undead. He doesn't have COVID.
maybe he died by COVID. You know?
Maybe.
So it's a rare wine.
Ooh. He's if it sounds like a good pairing with his meal, so he's gonna pour himself a glass and also pour Kirk a glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cheers, Ginli. I will not be partaking in such a I look down at the body delicacy. But all the more for you.
Oh. Are you sure? It's to die for.
Quite literally, I guess. But no, I shall not. And I just slowly back out of the room.
You can suit yourself. And he starts going to town. It's not just one, because there was at least the two, and then
Lyle.
You're gonna eat Lyle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what he would have wanted.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly.
At least that's what Ginli tells himself.
I'm looking forward to when we're all together and somebody's asked where Lyle went.
I just point at some waste in the corner of the boat.
All right, so both of you roll D100s again, and add whatever you get. Add the two numbers together. So if it's a 53 and a 23, add the 53 and the 23 together. So it'd be like 75.
Okay, so we each roll 2?
Yeah.
You said D100, yeah?
Yep.
I got a 95.
Okay,
And then
95.
do I have to roll again? Or...
No, don't roll again. 95,
Okay.
and what'd you get?
52.
52. Okay. You guys find 147 gold pieces.
Oh. We're rich, Ginli. We can retire finally.
And
Yes.
then each of you roll D100 roll. 2 more things, and we'll be done.
80.
All right.
24.
Okay. You said what? 24? 24.
Yeah, 24.
24 and 80.
So yeah, we would each get 73 and 74 gold pieces.
Nice.
That's Ginli's rich because he had 0 gold pieces according to this character sheet before. So, which I probably just didn't. I probably forgot to like write it down or it didn't save in the PDF form or something.
Downloaded.
So, you guys find down below there is 80. Amongst like the mundane stuff of like I said, like food and water, skins and stuff. There is a set of paintbrushes, like 50 of them.
This seems up your alley, Kirk.
Yes, 50 paintbrushes. What could I do with such a great present? Maybe Poppy can start her art career. She agrees.
And inside the scroll case, when you open it, isn't a scroll, but it's actually a banner. It's kind of worn and tattered, but it has, you can see it's kind of like a faded yellow. And it has the picture of a rabbit on it.
So it's a yellow banner that's faded.
Yeah, and it looks like it's got a picture of a rabbit.
I've never seen this before. What do you make of it?
Is it have any sort of religious connotations? Would I know as a cleric?
Give me intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled under 4.
You know that there's some kind of sect you've heard of that worships some kind of rabbit. It's usually around some kind of potato harvest.
I would relay all that. And that sounds like just completely random, you know? It just sounds like something which Kirk Crowbane would actually make up. So
That's absurd. I can't imagine what a rabbit and a potato harvest would have in common, let alone people worshiping A rabbit of all things.
Well, it's a very spectacular rabbit.
I'm sure. Whatever. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we can get some money for it. Maybe if we're lucky, we can find one of these sect leaders in these sects. It's a member of the sect.
And they have
Yeah,
they have sex.
Find a member of the sect, and they will pay handsomely for it.
So Kurt, examining this as you're like looking at it, and you feel when you touch it, you realize that the rabbit, its face feels kind of weird, like the stitching on it feels weird, and then you realize that it's inlaid with like crystals, like tiny, like crystal shavings, like magic crystal shavings.
Oh my gosh, Ginli, do you see that? Do you feel this? There's some sort of, this is way too valuable to sell. Feel this. Touch the furry wall.
So yeah, he'll touch it. That is interesting. Perhaps we can find somebody who can tell us a little more about it.
Well, you'd want to keep it far away from the Empire. They would definitely confiscate this, since magic is illegal and all.
Yes, I'm also sure they would not appreciate worship of a non-ape creature.
Maybe there's all sorts of religions worshipping all sorts of different animals. I want to worship a toad.
You can worship a toad.
Oh, great toad, give me your powers. Nothing? Okay. Well, maybe next time.
There's a knock at the door.
Oh, it's the great toad one.
Basil kind of knocks at the door and then kind of sticks his head through. Sorry to interrupt, but and then he looks to see what's going on. He's like,
Oh.
Yeah, we got company. I just wanted to let you know. Sorry to interrupt.
Is it a toad?
No, it's it
A
looks
rabbit?
like no, it looks like
Damn
ape.
it.
Somebody from the Ape Empire. It looks like one of their ships. I see their flag.
Oh.
They're headed this way.
Oh, shit. Hide the stash, Ginli.
Well, yeah. We'll roll the flag back up and put it into the scroll case and hide it underneath. I don't know. Hide it. Excuse me. I was searching around the room. Did he have like a cache or like kind of like a secret compartment, a place that we would have found, like maybe we found these things in there, but so like a place that he could like ditch stuff.
Yeah, it was like a false bottom in the drawer, one of the dresser that he had.
So we put it back in there.
Okay.
So I guess we'll have to see what the Ape Empire wants.
Also, don't talk about the arena either. Where are we going? We need to think of a cover story quickly.
We are going.
We need to pay our taxes, maybe, and we bribe them away.
So, like, would we know of because like we as players don't know the geography of or like where plausible places could be that we were sailing in a direction to. But would we know like of a place that like a different town, like a different sea town that we could be heading to on our way that would be like a few days away, that is like kind of like the last one, like mid mountain?
Yeah. Let me.
We don't have to come up with a name or anything, but like.
No, that's. I was gonna try to put the map in here, but I could do the share screen. Let's see if I can do this right. Let's see if this will work. So right now, hopefully you are seeing a picture of like the top of a map.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay, good. So I never know how this thing.
Maybe it's the bottom. I don't know, because it could be. We see like in the corner it says West Arnor, Central Arnor, East Arnor, North Arnor.
Yep. So you see where it says Desolate Refuge.
Yep.
And you see where I'm moving my cursor.
Yep. In that little gap
so
there,
like down here is Mid Mountain.
Okay.
And he said Ruben would have said like he was taking you through the Desolate Refuge somewhere near Dark Mountain that you were intending to go. So you're probably in here somewhere.
Okay.
So it would make sense then that we would be heading towards a town that is either close to Dark Mountain, like on to like the south east of it, or if we're heading across to like the west of where Dark Mountain is. Because like in that area.
Okay.
Because like if we're heading up that way, then like we would be just continuing on in that direction.
Okay.
Unless like where we were going is like it's like a reputable place, and like it just happens like the arena part is like hidden. It's like an underground thing. And then we could like head there. I guess I'm not sure if Ginli or Kirk would know much details about the destination.
So both of you can make intelligence rolls.
Nice. I have a low intelligence and I passed.
I also passed, yeah.
So Dark Mountain really doesn't have any inhabitants. It is more of a sacred kind of burial ground or tomb of a god that was entombed and released at one time. So it's got a lot of history to it. I mean, there might be squatters or people that show up, but there's no actual village or camp or anything there. But there are small, unnamed villages that go along the shore, kind of like Mid Mountain. You know, if you'd been there, you probably know the name, but you know, it's not like publicized. So
yeah. Okay. So our story, we can just be heading to one of the many villages off on the shore near Dark Mountain.
So
we're we need to restock. We need a resupply.
Hmm.
And
Well, don't
we
be telling me, Mr. Ginli. Be telling this ape over here.
As a boat docks next to yours. Your ship is not very big. Theirs is like a little bit smaller, which makes this ape look enormous. As they pull the ship across, and he just kind of steps over and gets onto your boat. You can feel it move.
It does like the
And
oh,
he's
don't
got
capsize our boat, sir.
he's wearing a belt and like a sleeveless like sash thing, and he's got some huge. Sorry, they don't carry. He wouldn't carry a sword. He steps over and they hand him a staff that you can see has a red crystal on the top, and he just kind of looks around. Where are you headed?
we are headed to Loch Village.
Is that with an E?
It is.
You think us simple humans can spell? It might not be. I don't know.
Wow.
We need to resupply. We've been at sea for a while. Can I help you?
I'm Dorian. And you are the captain of this ship?
I am. I am Ginli.
See many dwarven captains.
It is not common, but sometimes we even we dwarves thirst for captainhood.
Oh, phew.
So, Captain Ginli, what is the name of your vessel?
This is the Thunderdome. What is the name of yours? It seems a bit small for one such as yourself.
The Empire only gives names to its most prominent ships. This is just but a coastal ship.
I see.
Coastal ship. What a regal name.
So,
Are you Coast Guard or what are you doing out here? What are you looking for?
I don't know if you are aware of Captain Ginli, but the Ape Empire suffered a attack somewhere in the fateful North Sea. One of our ships was stolen. I believe there were pirates involved, and they could be in this area.
Really? What did this ship look like?
He begins to describe it, and he is describing the thunderous fury to a T. It was a clipper ship.
I don't believe I've seen any ships that match that description, but I can keep a lookout and let you know.
You can give me a charisma roll while you're at it.
Yeah, I made it.
Captain Ginli, what is your cargo?
We deliver trained animals for shows, circuses, zoos. It's a interesting business.
Do you ever transport monkeys?
Do not consider monkeys animals, at least trained animals.
Good. Hey, I see the cargo hold.
I'm not sure the animals would respond so kindly. They aren't very trained, after all. They might be vicious. They could bite. You don't want to be bitten.
He leans over and looks at you. Those are the most unusual eyes you have.
Yes, don't they look quite magnificent?
And what is your name?
Well, I'm the one known as Kirk Crowbane. I'm of a traveling band, but the band is most recently broken up. So I am going solo with a duo partner. Isn't that right, Poppy? Yep. Yep, we're going together, sort of.
I wish to see your cargo hold.
Very well.
No, not after you buy me dinner first.
We have one trained animal. It is a thief who attempted to steal the ship from us. Claims that it was his. We're setting him off to hopefully. We're bringing him to Locke to find him a better home.
He's not a pirate, is he?
Pretty sure he's a pirate.
I need to see him.
Actually, if you want to take him off our hands, that would also work. If he has a bounty on him.
So he walks over to where that gate is that goes down, that door, waiting for one of you to open it. Huh?
Does he fit?
Barely.
So
He's
Ginli
got to walk down like sideways.
Ginli would open it up and bring him, show him down.
Okay. So he walks down and he's like got to hunch down to get the stairs, and then he's kind of almost hunched a little bit walking down below as he looks at the 3 cages and then sees Reuben in the corner. Is this your pirate?
This is him.
He's a vicious one. Be careful, he bites.
Yes. His name is Reuben. Or so he says.
Maybe he knows where the ship is.
Yes. If you might find him useful, you feel free to take him. We can have him bound and help you transport him onto your ship, though you seem like you could probably handle him just fine.
All right, give me another charisma roll. You get a +2 to your charisma. So
okay. Nice, I made it.
he's like, we will take him. We will question him. We need to find the ship. Captain Ginli, you've done a great service to the Empire.
Thank you. Always willing to help in whatever way we can.
When we were up on the top deck and we looked over his ship, was he the only one boarding it? Like the only one on that vessel?
There's 2 other apes on it.
Oh, okay. Don't worry then. Oh, good.
Don't
worry.
So he gets back up, yells something in ape speak to the other 2, and then goes back down there and asks you to unlock the cage, and reaches in, and just before Ruben starts like telling him a bunch of stuff, before he can do that, he just grabs him and gags him, pulls out like a scarf, just kind of gags him and like puts him in like a headlock, and just starts and takes him and hauls him away, and like chucks him over to the other boat. And he reaches into his like purse. He hands you 14 gold pieces. Fine work, Captain Ginli.
Thank you, Dorian. It was a pleasure meeting, dealing, and doing business. Thank you for taking him off our hands.
Thank you.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I do as well. All right. So he gets in the boat and shoves off and leaves. That's what happens when you pass and he critically fails.
Well,
I got rid of one problem.
it's true.
Now I suppose we can continue heading, although we don't have our cargo anymore for the arena.
Yes. And we do need this basil and ethics for manning this ship, so I guess you get to go into the arena and fight, right?
I think they only allow prisoners.
Oh.
That's what I understand.
And I'm not a prisoner, and we have no prisoners, so...
But see, I wouldn't mind disguising, playing the role of a prisoner if you are my captor.
Oh, I can play the role of a captor.
I am sure you can quite well.
Such an easy role. I think I've done this role many a times in plays and other instances.
You see, I didn't trust Ruben to hold up his end of the bargain, but that's not the same. So,
yeah.
So we can continue, or we have a new ship to add to the thunderous fury, adding the Thunderdome.
Such a nice ring to it. Well, continue on, I guess, to the arena.
Yes. Gotta get that XP.
So another day or 2 passes, and in the distance you see a mountain that is covered by some low-lying clouds. And then you start to see a few ships that are docked near the shore. And Basil comes over and he's like, I think we're getting close. Better be ready.
All right, Ginli. I guess we have to. You have to play the role of a prisoner. So to the cages, I guess. Or maybe I just manacle you. Are there any manacles around on board?
If you were to look, you'd find some. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I would put them on him, but not like lock them. Like
Okay.
they're loose. Yeah.
All right. So as you pass one of these ships, you notice that everybody on board, they're flying some kind of flag you've never seen before, and you realize they're all hobgoblins.
What are hobgoblins like? What's their reputation?
Are they civil?
Yeah, for the hobgoblins are divided into various clans. Some of the clans are more friendly than others, but the Empire pretty much has kind of squashed any of their activities. So the main city where they lived is kind of like was overrun, so they don't really have any place that they kind of hold up. So they're everywhere.
Gotcha. This must be where they congregate.
Quite interesting.
I wonder if they're running this arena.
We'll find out soon enough. And then can we like get the boat into port? Like, fine, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And we'll just dock.
Yeah, there really isn't like a traditional dock here. Maybe at one time there might have been a dock, but it's destroyed, probably in the water somewhere. Just the boats are kind of just anchored outside the island, and they're taking smaller boats in.
Cool. Well then, yeah, I guess I would ask Basil and Ethics to prepare a rowboat, and we'd all row over to the shore or wherever it is.
So you're rowing. You see other ships rowing boats in, and now you can see on the shore they've got these different banners that are stuck into the sand. And there's groups of them around, and you can see two people in the middle, like fighting, basically with swords, just attacking each other. And one of them cuts one down, and he falls to the ground. And there's a big roar on one side. They go and they collect the body, and go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it look like an actual arena, or does it look like just like there's a space that has like a stone circle around it?
It's kind of not even a stone circle. It's more like they dug out the sand, so the water washes up and goes around it, like from the ocean, and then you can see it when it washes. It turns red as it comes back out. And you can see the sand is just covered. It's just red with blood.
Cool.
Quite gory. Very well. You intend to fight still, Ginli? Is this to your liking? Ooh. I just like sort of cringe every time I see like them hit each other like with a sword or whatever. Like, ooh, oh, not good.
I could go for 1 or 2 fights. I'm not quite sure of the rules. But you as the captor will have to probably ask those questions.
Yes.
Also, make sure to bet.
Oh yes, I intend to. I'm quite rich as I see now. And I show you my big gold pouch. Very well. So I would walk up to wherever it looks like there's someone who's, in charge. Just walk up to them.
Yeah. You see there's a hobgoblin. He's got he's got a nose ring. He seems to be, he's got his hands folded, but you notice that he is like, people come up and tell him things. So he's like kind of directing people.
Right.
He looks and he sees you and he's like, human, what do you want?
I am the great captain, Kirk Crowbane, and I come with a prisoner intending to fight.
On what grounds?
Well, on grounds of he shall fight to the death.
He kind of looks at Ginli. He's like, this one?
This one is strong. He took out 12 of my men before I could capture him.
Ginli just like bares his teeth. Showing the blue glow too.
Yeah, he's just like, well, if he wishes to fight, he may participate.
Well,
what is his collateral?
His collateral. What? How much he's worth? He's worth so much. He's worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
I know if he dies, you become our slave. This is acceptable.
What? What? But I'm a captain. I cannot be a slave.
Then we will get you to have your ship as well.
Oh my gosh. My ship? How could you? Very well. A deal is struck then. And I put out my hand.
Yeah, you put out your hand to shake?
Yeah, to shake, yeah.
He reaches in and pulls out a knife and slices your hand, and then slices his, and then
I guess this is how you do it.
We are good now.
I hope I don't catch some venereal disease or something.
That's how you got hepatitis.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can share our endorphins. That's fine.
All right.
Well, the great Ginli will now fight.
So the fighting has diminished and stopped for a second as the ocean comes up and the water comes around that circle, and you see the red blood go back out into the ocean, and they're all holding their banners, and he says, the Wochuk cult has now gives an outsider to fight, and all the other groups there's like you can see 3 different ones just begin to laugh, and the one that appears to be who you're fighting for, they all kind of groan, or like, And your group of hobgoblins just kind of make a path for you to walk out into the circle.
Off you go, Ginli the Great.
And they're all saying stuff in hobgoblin or goblinoid, if you know what that, if you can speak goblinoid.
I can actually.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, I can speak Dwarvish, Gnomish, Goblin, and Kobold.
Yeah, they are saying, don't fuck this up. Why this is a waste of time. Why do we allow outsiders? This is ridiculous. This guy, this dude's not even going to make one. He'll be. This is. Some of them are just embarrassed that they are allowing this to happen.
Ginli will not respond and just kind of ignore them for the time being.
Okay.
As he walks through the tunnel, presumably he's unmanacled.
Oh yeah.
And he's got he's like hefting his axe. He's also got his crossbow on his back.
Here he is, Ginli the Great, the blighted, the troubled, the tormented, the blighted, the child of the Thunderdome. He shall kill whoever you put in front of him.
Give me a charisma roll.
I got a 2, which is a pass.
Nice. Okay. Ginli, you get a +2 to attack and damage from that inspiring speech from Kirk Crowbane.
Nice. I'll take it.
And then I sort of like get into the crowd and I start like looking around, asking people, now where do I bet? Who do I bet? Where's the fence? Or where's the bookkeeper or whatever? Yeah.
So you realize that. So for that +2 is just going to be for the first round.
Gotcha.
So the betting is kind of like, it's really not monetary.
Oh.
It's kind of like the wheeling and dealing has to do with slaves.
Right. So I've already bet everything on with my boat and myself, and I haven't bet Basil and ethics yet. So
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, like you should get back onto the ship and be like, oh, well, I kind of lost the ship and now slaves. All right.
So the first one of the groups sends forth. So they're all kind of like, whatever, not really impressed by what this group has sent forth. And they send out a guy who's carrying a sword. And they kind of push him out there. He kind of like, he drops the sword and he's just like, you can tell he is probably the weakest one out of the group. And he kind of stands out there with you. He doesn't look menacing at all.
All right. Ginli's going to say, are you here by choice?
He kind of looks behind him and they're all kind of staring him down. And he's like, no, I fight to kill. Which is not, you don't need to roll. It's not convincing. He's not very convincing.
I shall make this as painless as possible for you. And he goes, Jinlin's going to go and swing at him. And instead of killing him, does OSE have like knockout rules? Kind of like 5e.
I don't know if they do, but we can do that. I mean, you can just like try to smack him and knock him out.
Yeah, so like instead of hitting him with the blade, I would try to like do more like blunt damage to him.
Okay, go ahead and give me a attack roll.
Oh man.
Add 2. You get to add 2.
Yeah, it's a 6.
Oh.
So you're trying to be cautious and just too cautious. He turns around and comes after you. And 19.
It's a hit.
5 damage.
Yeah, it hurts.
Eat his gizzards, Ginli.
I'm gonna go again. Go with this die that's been working for me tonight. Yeah, that's an 18.
That's a hit.
And 5.
That kills him.
So given that he hit me and that hurt pretty bad, Ginli is just gonna was gonna hit with the blunt side but turns it and bites and bites his axe pretty deep into him, and he just slumps to the ground.
There he is, the great Ginli, taking his first life in the arena.
So they kind of drag this guy's body off unceremoniously to the water. And there's a lot of grumblings on your side, like, that guy was a joke and he almost killed him.
Do not worry. Ginli is only warming up.
Yeah.
Don't forget you have levitation.
Yeah. For the next one.
Do you guys have any kind of healing?
Nope.
I have divine magic. I have no idea what that does. Also, I have turning the undead, so I could kill you, Ginli.
Did you heal somebody in one of the games?
I think you might have I never healed, but you like gave me the ability to heal, like in that one moment. I think because they found me and then you're like, oh, you can heal them because they're like, I don't know, because they were injured or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I made you do a roll to see if you could heal.
Yeah.
So that's based, your main stat is what, wisdom or charisma? Wisdom?
Con?
I'm a con cleric.
I don't really have high anything. Intelligence?
Let me check to see what it's based off, because I'll give you another divine roll here. Clerics. Yeah, it's based off wisdom.
Okay, all right, cool.
So if you can make a wisdom roll.
Okay, here we go.
Roll under. I will let you do healing. You are calling upon the gods to.
Oh, great rabbit god, great toad god, great ape god, if you're listening. Heal this Ginli, and I rolled under. So
wow. Give me a. What is? What's interesting because he is undead. So the gods really are, looking out for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cure. What's cure?
Special kind of god to heal the undead, Maybe the rabbit god was listening.
Okay, that's how it's organized. Hold on. Okay, so you get 1d4 plus 1.
Okay, bang. 4 plus 1, 5, bang.
You get all 5 back.
Nice.
Look at the great Ginli healing himself. And I wink at him.
He just kind of grunts.
Yeah, so Kurt, you don't have to roll to read the room, but they're kind of suspicious of what you're doing. You get the impression that that's kind of frowned upon.
Oh. That's not good.
So, Ginli, do you wish to fight again?
Yeah, Ginli would go for one more opponent.
Okay. So this next guy comes out. He's got some kind of twisted sword in his hand. As you go and speak to that guy with his hands folded, and he's just like, he kind of shakes his head and he kind of looks at you like you're absolutely out of your mind. That you want to actually fight, because that basically you find out late you find out like through the talking that basically the person they put up there was a slave that they got from one of the other clans they put up to fight. So that's not impressive. But this guy doesn't look like one. He's a little bit buffer. And he's up there. He's kind of, and he's got the impression that it's kind of like, I'm just gonna take care of this person. He shouldn't even be out here. This isn't a hobgoblin. He doesn't even be in this. He's kind of offended by you being out here.
All right.
So what we're gonna do is he's gonna go first because you don't go first in initiative. But I will let you have an attack anyway. So if I do like a critical and just happen to kill you, I at least give you an attack. So
okay,
you could go down in glory.
Sounds good.
All right, here we go. Here's the roll. It's a 5.
That misses.
And he kind of runs up and just like he wants to end this and just swings.
And Ginli ducks and doubles with his axe. Presumably missing because it's a 6.
And you both miss each other.
The Ginli's just warming up, don't worry.
Okay. So, actually, Kurt, give me an initiative roll.
Okay. D6, right? Bang. 5.
Okay. So, he is about to act. If you wish to do something, I would let you do something, but unless you're going to just watch.
I haven't got anything prepared, so no, I will just watch. Yeah.
You could try to distract him. You could try to.
I have faith in Ginli.
Huh? Okay.
I have faith in Ginli.
Okay. I'm just trying to give you options.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. He runs up and attacks again, and I rolled a 4 this time. Yeah.
And the duck and weave. Oh, I rolled a 2.
It's not good. There's some, kind of grunts and groans, even from that guy's side, as they're just like, what's taking him so long? This is ridiculous.
Such an epic battle. People will be writing about this fight for decades.
Was it his turn?
Yeah, it's his turn. Okay, because there are hobgoblin cults, and I couldn't remember what the fourth one was. You the Wochucks are the cult that has accepted you, and you're fighting somebody from the Bloodskins.
Okay.
So he comes up again, furious. Natural 1.
Nice.
Nice.
Let's see if we can capitalize on that.
Well,
Oh,
nat 20.
nat 20 with max damage.
Oh,
Holy cow! So yeah, that's appropriate. Okay, he only embarrassed himself. So what's the max damage on the axe?
8.
Okay, so give me a damage roll. 8 plus.
5.
You can tell me how he dies.
So as we're ducking and weaving, Ginli gets him really solidly in the middle, and in the midsection, and it catches, and then he's pushes it right through, and his the top half of his body and his torso falls to the ground. And Ginli then takes his axe and beheads him, and
Okay.
starts getting the brains.
yes.
As
So-
a victory treat.
So the group on your side, the Wochucks, like erupt with like they're going crazy. A couple of them run out to you and they're like are grasping you. As this body lays here, the other ones are just looking like they're just kind of staring you down like they cannot believe what just happened. And you can see Ginli there, he's eating the brain. More of them come out and they pick him up as you're eating you got the head and you're eating it. And they're just carrying you off. And they start sharing in with you, like eating some of it and like grabbing it and stuffing it in your face. It's just like they're loving every minute of this.
Thank you, Kirk.
Yeah. The victorious Ginli.
It would have been potentially a different story.
Well, I had to give you a chance.
The slayer of hobgoblins or bloodskins or whatever they're called. I told you he was worth it, and I like nudged the guy with the ring in his nose.
Yes. Well done. You've proved worthy in battle. Do you wish to fight again?
I think I'm okay for now. But I think I shall be back.
How about we make this even more interesting, Mr. Hobgoblin? How about we do a 2-on-2 match, me and my slave versus your 2 best warriors?
Ginli looks at Kirk. He just looks at you.
I know he's worth it. I know we'll win.
You should fight again.
To the death.
He kind of looks at you like, no shit, really?
That'll do.
I just nodded Ginli. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So he yells over to the Bloodskins. We have a challenge. The Bloodskins are all like fired up on their side, and they send out 2 people. This one guy looks bulkier, bigger than the other guy.
More brains, Ginli. Maybe less.
Probably less.
And they send out a second one who looks so when they say so they send this bigger guy out and they see Ginli, and then they see Kirk Crowbane come out, and you hear him yell back, send out one of the slaves. So they say that, send out one of the slaves again, who's just got like the sword dragging in the dirt, and he's the sand, he picks it up.
Yes. I'll take that one. And I point I point at the slave.
All yours.
Yes.
And they got the bigger the one there is just kind of snarling his teeth, and he's just like, he's got an axe out too as he sees you. He's like, you can tell this guy's legit. He's a legit fighter.
Nice.
He's probably fought before. He's actually got some blood on him, so he's probably fought somebody already. All right. Do you take a weapon? They try to hand you a weapon, Kirk. Do you take? Are you just using your pen with the feather on it?
Yeah, I'm using that.
All right. Unless you want to lose the initiative, Kurt, you will probably should roll.
I'm rolling. Yeah. Bang.
2.
4.
All right, you're up first.
All right. I point at the slave and I say, "It is my job to completely drain you of your fluids." And I run at him with my pen drawn. And then I attempt to stab him.
Okay.
All right. 19. I'll take
Whoa, that's a hit.
that. Nice. I'll roll my D2 now. Do I get any modifiers with my feather? I got a 2.
Okay, nice. Okay. You completely
damage,
surprised
man.
him. Jab him. He's like, what the?
I have run you through. Now die. And I like wiggle it around in.
Ginli.
Ginli is going after the big guy. Nice. That's a 19.
Okay, yep, that's a hit.
Die has been rolling well tonight. 3 damage.
So you hit it. All right, so his turn. He repays you. Okay, 14.
It misses.
So you get him, and he tries to swing back. You kind of block his axe swing. The other guy picks up the sword. Looks almost rusty, like they just handed it to him. It's got some blood on it. He goes after. Okay, so fortunately I rolled the wrong die because that was max damage. But I did roll a 10. That's a miss.
Hell yeah, it is.
So this guy's like, he's like, what the hell? And he tries to stab you, and he's like, all right. So they will go since the initiative is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Goes after Ginli. I will give you guys at least the attack. So, man, 5.
You're not going down today, Ginli.
So he misses. They go after. Okay, change die. Natural 20, max damage on Kirk. Yeah, it had to come up at some point.
Hell yeah, dude. How much damage did I take?
Oh, you so you might live, huh? 10.
Oh yeah, no, I'm down. Do I regen?
Not if you go to 0.
Oh, I'm dead then.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. Okay.
All right.
So this guy just comes. He strikes Kirk, and he's like shocked that he actually hit him. Kurt, you can give me your. Well, no, I said you get a final blow.
Oh
right?
yeah, I get a final blow. All right,
So
here we
let's
go.
do that. Go ahead.
Okay.
See if you can you do it.
Rolling. A 20.
A natural
Okay.
20.
A
Okay.
natural 20. Okay.
So that's max damage. That's 2.
Oh, well, 2 of it.
So you got to roll the D2 to
2
see.
again. Roll it again. There's another 1.
He had 3 hit points. You killed him.
Oh,
You
was meant to
both
be.
die in battle.
yeah. So he
Wow.
like strikes me down, and
Yeah.
then in my last breath, I shove my pen into his throat, and I say, "Nevermore," and then die.
Epic death.
Nice.
All right. Okay, so he missed you. You're up, Ginli.
Ginli is going again. That's a 9, so that's gonna miss.
Okay. 12.
Misses.
You're up.
And 18.
That's a hit.
I do 1 damage.
Wow. Coming after you again. 13.
Yep, that does not hit. So we're just going back, and yeah, that doesn't hit either. It's a 9.
Okay. A 5.
Battle of the Ages.
13.
A 13. His AC is 14.
Oh.
So just missing.
Yeah. Okay. 3.
Yeah, we're just trading blows. I got a natural 1.
Oh, epic
Oh
battle.
boy. Give me a D100 roll.
92.
Oh, that's not good.
All right. Gotta go to the crit fail charts. Where are they? There's the crit hit chart. Crit miss chart, the old school crit miss chart. What was it? 90 what?
92.
Roll damage.
It was 2 damage.
You accidentally hit yourself for 2 damage.
Hell, that's good. It could have been worse.
Yes. 3 again. How the hell did I get 3 and 3? Okay. He was thrown off by the fact you epically failed.
Yeah, it's a 10.
All right, back and forth. Here we go.
19.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a hit.
10 damage.
Oh,
Yeah, I only had 8 hit points.
Oh,
So, yeah. That drops him.
party wipe.
Do I get a like a final blow or something?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because we were going back and forth. Yes, you do.
Yeah, that misses.
Oh,
Okay.
That was a 9. Yeah, it was a 9. So, yeah, I imagine Ginli, he, imagine he gets run through with this. Was this thing did he have an axe?
Yeah, he had an axe.
Yeah, so like he falls to the axe just like how he lived. And as he lays motionless on the ground, the light in his tooth, the blue tooth starts flickering and then it goes out. Yeah.
The Wochucks come over and carefully handle your body.
Only yours, not mine.
Yeah, they just kind of toss you aside.
Yeah.
And bring you over to the water and slowly take out their weapons and start cutting pieces of you off and begin eating you as a tribute to your great fighting.
That's what Ginli would have wanted.
By eating Ginli, do they become zombie hobgoblins? Is there going to be a whole race of zombie hobgoblins?
All right, so
that's it. GG, no re.
I was good.
TPK with 2 people.
We're dead.
I was like, okay, all right, they made it. They made it out. Okay, good.
No.
And then Brendan's like, no. Well, let's fight again. I was like, man,
Let's die.
You are pushing your luck. Because the first guy you fought had 5 hit points and he did 1d6 damage. His AC was 12. Second guy you fought was AC 14. He was +1, 1d8 +1, 10 hit points. And then this guy was AC 14, hit points 14, +2 to hit, 1d8 +2.
Nice.
All of those guys could have killed me in one hit. Every one of them.
Yeah, the one you fought was 5 hit points, 1d6. So it's just like, and what I was gonna do was, if Ginli survived, the slave they would have given him, I would have asked Brendan to play it. But so you guys could random. I don't know if you want to randomly play the characters or you want to play these two. You want to play Ethics and Basil. I can send you their character sheets.
Well, I mean, mine as well. Like, I mean, they have the ship now. Like, you know, so they can continue on with the Thunderdome.
Yep, and they have the magic items that are left behind.
Yep.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Oh. Oh boy.
One of these days we'll get to level 2.
No way. No way. No with 1 hit point or like 3 hit points or.
Oh, the hit points on these were random, but they're okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so let me download them and send them to you. So who wants to be who?
I don't know. Up to you. Up to you, Ginli. I killed you, so you get first dibs.
I'll be Basil. Basil. Good show, Austin. Sometimes that's the way it be, and
yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I felt kind of bad. I really wanted Ginli to survive and tell the tale, but not today.
Sorry, Ginli. I murdered you. My bad.
it's all good.
It's not the first character you've had murderized.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Normally it's just myself. Now it's other people. This isn't good.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to go into Discord. So you got Basil. Let me send over Basil here. Make any corrections you need to make. So his background, he's like he's just basically a mercenary sailor.
All right. Let's see.
And then you got ethics. I guess the band is over.
Yeah, the band's retired. Yeah, until ethics does.
Was he? Was he like the fourth member or something? He doesn't know it yet.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the goal that you guys got, your other characters got, make sure you remember that what that was, because these guys will get it. They will get the gold. They will get those weird items. If you want the feather pen, they would probably send that back.
Would they send the crystal back, or?
Yeah, what happens to the crystals?
I imagine the hobgoblins would probably take that.
Well, they were kind of like absorbed into your body, so.
Yeah.
But that banner is magical, the one that's in the scroll case. Okay. That's not a very good charisma, that guy.
Oh yeah, the 4.
Oh man, Basil has a lot better scores than Ginli did. Like Ginli had a high con, which mattered for health, and a pretty good charisma at 12, but like his intelligence, wisdom, and one of the other ones was like they were 7 and Dex were all 7s and 6s.
Said 3 health even after having 15 con.
All right, so ethics and Basil. You guys around to play Thursday?
Yep.
Thursday, my Friday.
Your Friday.
Yes. Yes.
Who knows? Maybe the Wochucks will now, have some sort of, they will, maybe they will be inflicted with some sort of undead disease.
That'd be fun. You just have like this random one of the Hobgoblin clans is just becomes kind of ostracized because they're like have undead tendencies.
Yep, and they grow big, long dwarven beards.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's fun. Thanks for running.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
glad
It's
you
cool.
guys played. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, always. I got the official copy.
Oh,
myself.
okay.
So I'm I like OSE for like the simplicity of it.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Like less things to keep track of.
Yep.
When if you're playing with a bunch of people, like it's like, oh, you add this modifier and this thing, and like if they're like newer to it, it's just easier to say, here's your sheet, like roll below that number or above that number.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean, like, because with a cleric at first level, you don't even get healing. So I just thought that sucks. I figured at least a roll for 1d4 would be, at least give you a chance. And I was rolling like crap, but I did roll a 20 with max damage. I was like, no, that's it.
That's dead. Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed those characters, so it's sad to see them go. But you know what? The next ones, I look forward to finding out how you guys work them. So you at least know each other if you want to work out some kind of loose backstory.
Be brothers.
Do that.
Yeah.
Got low charisma. Probably roll with that. Probably be like, just refer everything to you. You know how just have like one smart head and one dumb head. I'll be the dumb head. Yeah.
Is that your last name, Etten?
Yeah, ethics Etten.
Ethics Etten and Basil Etten.
Basil Etten. I don't know. If you've got any ideas, run them by me. That'd be cool. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I've had themes with like all these characters up until now, so I have no idea.
And you could talk about how some, crazed zombie dwarf was killing and eating people.
Yeah.
Like we could do like I haven't seen the movie, but I really want to. It's the Over the Top.
Okay.
It's a movie with Sylvester Stallone where he plays he's like a trucker that like wins arm wrestling competitions.
Yes, I will tell you how old I am. I saw that in the theater.
Oh wow. It was out in 1987.
I remember going with some friends, yes. And yeah, I actually remember that movie. Yeah.
So we could be a pair like brothers that are professional arm wrestlers.
Oh.
And
cool.
like we got into some trouble and like had to pay some debts, which is why we were mercenarying out to this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
So like I could one of us could have a really buff right arm and the other has a really buff left arm.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that would it work like that, or you? Yeah. I guess we could, yeah. But we both have like one arm that is bigger than the other.
Yeah. We could do like the iconic when they clasp hands and they do the tense of their arms. We could do that a lot. That'd be cool. Maybe knock people out that way.
Exactly. I think that would be good. That'd be over the top.
Okay, that'd be over the top.
Which I think makes sense. It makes sense for the next campaign, or not the next campaign, but the next role.
The next adventure.
The next adventure, yeah.
All right,
that's
guys.
Cool. Sorry about killing you, Dustin.
It's all good, man. It's all fun.
All right, guys. I enjoyed it. Thank you. I will see you Thursday.
Thanks,
See you
Peter.
then.
Thanks for running. That was great.
All right, take it easy.
See ya.
I always have to be careful in these 2-player scenarios that I don't murderize everybody.